Hi, I want to show you the potential of compounding working in your favour. Usually compound interest works against you. But if we look at really nominal balance of say $9, and if we put in a figure of say 2.7%, but we make it daily, okay? This is quite a high figure, but I'm going to show you how this is really achievable in a moment. If we look at it for just 12 months and we compound it on a daily basis with no additional income, and we click calculate, you'll see that the total earnings are shown at $150,462.56. This is the power of compounding. $9 a year later worth $150,000. If we look at 3% and we calculate, you can see that that's jumped up to over $400,000 in 12 months. Both this and this are realistic options, and I'm going to show you exactly where. But of course, if you were to look at a larger figure with a realistic 3% for 12 months, and then you were to calculate, just look at that, $24 million. Let's look at it with that 2.7%. That's still $8 million. 500 in, and then compounding at 2.7% daily. Let me show you how you can actually achieve 2.7%, 3%, and even as much as 3.6%, which would give you a phenomenal $201 million. Okay, let me show you. We're going to be looking at simple.start, and this is an arbitrage platform, and there are more videos that will explain how it works. But if we look at it very, very simply, there are lots of exchanges for cryptocurrencies online, and they all have differing values, often not by very much, but they all have differing values. So if we were to take one cryptocurrency, it could be any, and maybe it's sold at $100 on one exchange, and you go to another exchange and it's $110. So if you buy it at $100 and then immediately go to the other exchange and sell it for $110, you make a $10 profit, less any fees that are involved. And this is what arbitrage is about. It's about taking advantage of differing rates for a currency and pocketing the profit. And what this platform does is it does that automatically for you. It's very, very difficult to do that as an individual. You would need lots of different exchange accounts. You would need funds in them all to take advantage of buying at the low price and then selling at the high price in another exchange. You've got to do it all very quickly. You've got to be on the ball 24/7. Really, as an individual, it's not a viable proposition. But when you have a program like this doing it for you automatically, and I'll show you how it works in a moment, then it becomes a reality. And the reality is that with cotps.com, you will make on trading every 2 hours around 0.3%. Now, if you were to trade 12 times a day, that would be 3.6%. But it would mean that you had to log in every 2 hours. You'd have to set your alarm, and even when you went to bed, get woken up, do your trading. It only takes a few minutes, but you would need to do it every 2 hours. Sometimes the time gap is a little over 2 hours, and so it may prevent you from doing 12 trades in a day. The maximum you could reasonably expect is 11 trades a day. That would be 3.3%, but that would still mean setting your alarm. Doing it manually, you could probably achieve 9 trades a day, sometimes 10, and that would get you 2.7 or 3% daily on your capital. But if you had software that would do it automatically for you, you could pretty much guarantee to get 11 trades a day, and sometimes you may even get 12, and that would take you over that 3% threshold. And the beauty of this program is there's no cost to get involved. other than your deposit, and it can be as little as $9. I can hear you thinking, is this safe? Who knows? Nothing is guaranteed in life, especially when you can generate income at the level of 3% per day. But at 3% a day, in about a month, compounding, a little bit less than a month actually, compounding, you would have doubled your money. So if you put in $9, which is the minimum, did your trading on a daily basis for a month, you would be able to withdraw your $9. You would still have $9 and some change left there to continue trading. This then becomes free money. And the same applies whether you put in $100 in a month. You could withdraw $100 and still have $100 and some change to continue trading with free money. And of course the same applies if you put in $1,000 or $10,000 or even $100,000. Now I know most of you can't afford to risk a lot of money, but most people can afford to risk $9 for 30 days. A lot of people can afford to risk $90 for 30 days. Some people $1,000 for 30 days. But it is a risk and you have to accept that. So, having said that, how do you go about registering? Well, you can see at the top here, this is my link, and I'll give that to you below this video. And what you need then is your mobile phone number, and you would put that in here. Now it has to be a valid number because they're going to verify that number for you. Okay? You would need to click on this link here, which says send verification code. And when you do that, this box is going to pop up and you're going to have to enter these numbers 9127. Of course it'll differ every time. You click confirm and it'll send a message to this telephone. Now that is a number I made up, so I hope nobody's getting messages that they don't understand. Okay, that is just a number that I made up out of my head. But when you go to your phone, then you'll get that verification code as long as you put in a valid number, and you would put in the verification code here. It might be 2341234 or something like that. And then you would click next step and you would be logged in to your account. And when you're logged in, this is what you'll see. And you've got little things that you can click on to learn more about what's going on. And it'll show you people that are making profits. Some of them are just a few fractions of a cent, some of them are dollars. And these are going on all day, every day. But these are the 4 links that are important for you down at the bottom. The home link brings you back to this page. The transaction hall is where you'll do your trading every couple of hours. Earn interest allows you to earn money on a deposit. It's not something that I've done. And here, where it says mine, if you click on that, then it'll give you your personal information, the details of your fund, of your team income, because you can also make referral income in addition to the amazing 3% per day, which is about average. This is a record of your charges. If you click on that, you'll see that there's nothing here in this account. It's a brand new account. This is ID verification, which you'll need. This is a link where you can invite your friends. As I said, you can make income from the people that you introduce making money. You don't make anything if they make nothing. But everybody you invite, suppose you invite 10 people and between them they make $100. You would get 15% of that $100, which is $15. That's not bad for helping a few people out. If they also go out and help a few people, maybe they introduce 10 people each who make $100 each, that's $1,000, and you'd make 10% of that. That's another $100, so you're now at $115. And if that went on another level, so that there were 10,000 people making $100 each, you can do your own sums by calculating what 5% of that would be. It's significant income. Okay, so that is an option. You don't have to do it, but why not help a few people out? This is records of withdrawals. There are none. and I've got no team. This is a brand new account. So what I need to do first of all is click on recharge, because I have to deposit funds. Everything that comes in is in TRC20. That's a tethered coin to the US dollar. Every one TRC20 coin is worth $1, give or take a few cents depending on fees involved. You pay that in and you get paid out in that, and you send to this account here, and you can copy that. It's successfully copied, and that would be pasted in to your wallet where you're sending your money from. It can be as little as $9, as much as you want to put in. If you're doing it from an account on a phone such as Trust Wallet, which has the option for TRC20, you can simply take a snapshot of the QR code, and that is what I'm about to do. I'm going to deposit just $10. Okay, you can see the minimum recharge amount is $9, so you could have sent just $9. Now when I got to my account, I found to my surprise I had $75 in there, so that's what I sent. I sent $75, and that should appear pretty quickly in my account. And if I go to the transaction hall, it'll show there is nothing there. Oh, it's just changed to 75. So that $75 is already in there. Now once you've got that in there, and you can see it in your transaction hall, you can see there's nothing being transacted. So you click on this immediate competition for orders, and it'll take a few seconds, and then it'll come up with something that it says it's going to allow you to sell. You click on that, it takes a little while. You confirm the transaction, and you can see that there's $36 now being transacted, and from that $36 we've made 10 cents. So let's do it again, and here we go. We're going to sell again, and we're going to confirm that, and you can see we've now got $59 in transactions, and we've made 17 cents. Let's do it again, and we'll do this until we get to a point where we've used all our funds. You can see it doesn't take very long, but it does take a little while. You need a little bit of patience. Let's confirm that again. We've now used $70 and we've made 21 cents. Click again, and here we go. Sell. We confirm that. You can see we've now used $73 and we've made almost 22 cents. $75 is what we started with. We've used 73. It leaves us with $2. $2 is not sufficient. There's a $5 minimum for a trade, and you'll see the balance is lower than 5, failing to complete. Okay, so that's it. That's you done for 2 hours. So you look at your time, 8:41. You come back at 10:41, 10:45 maybe, and then you can do this process again. But meanwhile, let's just have a look at something. Let's take a calculator, and you'll see we've made 0.219, and we multiply that by 100 to get a percentage, times 100, and we divide that by our starting figure, 75, and this gives us the percentage that we've made in this first set of transactions. And there you can see it. We've made 0.292, a little bit less than that 0.3%, but we'll be compounding this every time, because this few cents will get added onto that 75 next time, and it'll keep adding on, and it compounds not just daily, but every time you log in, every 2 hours, it's compounding. Very powerful. That 0.292, let's suppose we manage to log in 10 times in the day. That's about as much as most people would manage. Times 10, that's 2.92% per day that you're making on whatever you deposit. And you can withdraw that now if you wanted to. You could withdraw that $75 and say, oh no, I've had enough, boom, I'm out. You could do that, but why would you when you can make almost 3% a day very easily, 7 days a week? So let's multiply that by 30 for your average month, 87.6%. That is not taking into account the hourly compounding. 87.6%. What is that in real terms? This is your profit on $75, okay? 87.6% on $75. So we take that as a percentage times our $75, and we've made $65 in a month without the compounding effect. The compound effect will take that well over your $75. You can withdraw your $75 if you wish at the end of a month, and you'll still have $75 and some change left to carry on doing this. It's a little bit tedious to log in every 2 hours, but there is a software that is available, and there are ways that you can obtain that software, and it'll do all this for you 100% automatically about every 2 hours. I think it leaves 2 hours and 15 minutes or something like that. So you're going to get at least 11 logins every day rather than 10. It's going to push you up a little bit higher. It's going to make sure you don't miss out, and you can get started with as little as $9 in USDT TRC20 token. Let me just go back here. We can click on withdraw. Please set a transaction password and withdrawal wallet address. You would have to do that. If you do that, then you can make a withdrawal. Okay, I put that information in, and now the withdrawal screen is up here. I've got my wallet address in. I have a transaction password that I created, but you'll see I've only got $2 I can withdraw because we've got that $73 that won't be reallocated to my account with the profits and for 2 hours. So in 2 hours I could withdraw the whole $75 plus whatever income there is. Right now I only have the $2 balance left. I could withdraw that if I wanted, and I would pay 0.3% withdrawal fee on that. Obviously I don't want to withdraw that, but I just wanted to show you how simple it all is. You would put in your $2, means you would get this. You would enter your transaction password. You would then have to send a verification code to your phone, and it would then give you a number that you would put in there, okay? And then you would click submit, and that would be in your wallet, this wallet address that you've set, within minutes. Very, very efficient. Okay, it's all up to you now. Do you want to get started? Do you want to start making some money? Whatever you want to put in, it has to be a $9 minimum. Realistically, you can look at 3% daily for 12 months, compounding not every day, but every 2 hours. So this, when we click on calculate, is actually a modest figure. It's going to be a little bit more than $400,000. Okay? God bless.